This is Dr. T. Bhargava Ramu, Assistant Professor, EEE, MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. In today's session, we will discuss about AC and DC distribution systems, which comes under power systems topic. So, today basically at the beginning part of the AC and DC distribution systems, we have to discuss classification. So, classification of distribution system, both AC and DC, will be based on nature of the supply. That will be one kind of classification we can make it, and type of connections in both AC and DC distribution system. In that base also we can classify the distribution systems. And another one is type of construction of the AC and DC distribution. Based on that also we can classify the distribution systems. So, in today's topic we will discuss about classification based on nature of supply, based on type of connection, based on type of construction. So, at the foremost, if we consider according to the nature of the supply. So, in real time there are two types of distributions are there by the nature of the supply, that is AC distribution and DC distribution. So, DC distribution means DC power will be supplied to the consumers, transmitted and supplied to the consumers. Similarly, AC supply will be distributed to the consumers. So, we have DC transmission and AC transmission, DC distribution and AC distribution also there. So, these two things comes under nature of the supply. Coming to according to type of connection, So, if you see type of connection, we have three models. One is radial system, and another one is ring main system, and another one is interconnected system. So, type of connection means, so there are different categories of connections in the circuits of the power system. So, we have radial system, we have ring main system, we have interconnection system. So, these three things comes under according to the type of connection, and after that we have classification according to the type of construction. So, we can see power system lines, either overhead lines or underground lines. We have two types according to the construction. So, construction means, suppose if you take a tower, if we send the transmission lines over the tower, so this comes under overhead transmission system. Underground system means the cables, underground cables will be buried within the ground. So, that type of power system network is called underground system. So, totally we have three types of classifications according to the nature of the supply, and according to the type of connection, according to type of construction. Nature of the supply, type of connection, type of construction. These three types are classifications. So, if you see, we will discuss in detail. So, AC distribution system. Again, within the AC distribution system, so we have two types: primary distribution, secondary distribution. In AC distribution system, so this is type of supply. This comes under type of supply. AC distribution system comes under type of supply. This is one kind. So, in that again in AC distribution system, we have a primary distribution system and secondary distribution system. We will call primary distribution system ranges from 3.3 kV to 11 kV and above. So, actually there are transmission system and distribution system. So, below 11 kV, 11 kV, 6.6 kV, 3.3 kV, 415 kV and 220 volts. These are distribution systems. Within that, from 3.3 to 11 kV, we will call it as primary distribution system. So, if you see in this figure, so there are different, you can see a generating station is here. From generating station, a step-up transformer is there. It is stepped up to 400 kV. After that, transmission line is there. And from the transmission line, again step down transformer is there, 220 kV it is step down, again transmission line, 220 kV to 132, 132 to 33, 33 by 11 up to this point. All these are transmission systems up to this point. From here onwards, distribution starts. From here onwards, distribution starts. So, from 11 kV to some houses may taken 230 kV, 230 volts, and some loads they need 400 volt system also. It is given here, 400 volts 3-phase system, distribution system. So, like this. So, from 3.3 kV to 11 kV, 3.3 kV to 11 kV we will call, that means, so from this station area to this station area we can call it as primary distribution system. Now, comes under secondary distribution system, it is purely 415 volts or 200 volts. 415 volts and 200 volts suppliers, distributors are there. So, these comes under secondary distribution system. That means, so from generating station, transmission comes with different levels, and from 11 kV. So, some consumers may need 11 kV supply, 11 kV supply. Some consumers may need 400 volts, some consumers may need 220 volts. So, 11 kV, 3.3 kV, 66 kV. So, up to this 6.6, 3.3, all these distributions, some consumers may need these three kinds of supply. So, that type of supply is called primary distribution, whereas 400 and 220 kV, 220 volts are called as secondary distribution system. So, primary and secondary. So, primary and secondary majorly based on supply voltage, based on supply voltage. So, secondary is 200 volts or 415 volts. Next, coming to DC distribution system. So, this is also one kind of classification, comes under type of supply, type of supply. One is AC distribution, second one is DC distribution. So, in this again we have two types of classifications are there. One is 2-wire model and one is 3-wire model. We can see this is a 2-wire model connection. This is 2-wire model connection. So, in this type of distribution system, so one positive conductor will be there, one negative conductor will be there. One positive conductor and one negative conductor. Only one voltage will exist. Only one voltage will exist between positive and negative. That is also a DC type. So, in between these two conductors, loads will be connected. In these two conductors, loads will be connected. Loads will be connected. So, whereas if you see, this is a 3-wire system, it is a 3-wire system. The difference between this and this is, we have a positive conductor and negative conductor, and one more conductor is created here, a neutral one. So, here in this 3-wire system, there exist two types of voltage, that is between positive and negative, between positive and negative, one type of voltage will exist, and between positive and neutral, one more type of voltage will exist. So, whereas in 2-wire system only one kind of voltage will exist. We can create here in 3-wire system two types of voltage. So, between positive and negative we can take it as 2 times of V, whereas positive and neutral we can consider it as single voltage, V it is shown as V. We can connect loads between positive and neutral, between negative and neutral, between positive and negative. 3 types we can connect, this one and this one. First, second, third, 3 types of loads we can connect. So, this is about classification related to DC distribution system. That means, In DC distribution, we have 2-wire system and 3-wire system. So in some countries, they are utilizing DC distribution to households also. To houses also, they are supplying DC voltages. DC voltages. Next, classification according to method of connection. Classification according to method of connection. So here we have 3 types of systems: radial system, ring main, interconnected system. Radial system, ring main, interconnected system. We will discuss one by one. So if you see radial system, what it is? So generally from the substation, feeders will come to the transformer. Feeders will come to the transformer. From here, so one line is going to one lane and one more line is going to one more lane. So from this, only one line will give connections, radially will give connections to all the consumers. All the consumers. So from substation, feeder has come, and from this distribution, service mains, house 1, house 2, house T, house 1, house 2, house 3, like this, different houses we will give connection radially. There is no closed path in this system. That is the reason it is called as radial system. Whereas if you see ring main system, so there will be a ring connection among all the things, out of all the things, a substation, it is one type of distributor, one more type of distributor. So between all these, a ring main means a circle, closed path distribution wire will be exist. So if you have any fault in this section, that is in this section, we can send the power to the load either this way and this way to this. If you have a fault in this section, you can send the power to the, like this. So that is the beauty of this ring main system. So if you have any fault also at any stage, we can supply the power to the any consumer who are connected within this ring main. So that is the beauty of this ring main system. So one substation will be connected through a ring main to 3, here in diagram it is given as 3 loads. So this is the ring main and this is the bus bar and this is the primary substation. It is a primary substation. So if you have a fault at any stage, if you have a fault in this section, we can send the power to this like this, Suppose if you have a problem in this section, we can send the power to this, and power to this, like that, like this. So that is the ring main system works. And coming to interconnected system, this is a huge system. So what is the difference between ring main and interconnected means? So in interconnected system, so many generating stations. This is generating station 1, this is generating station 2, generating station 3, generating station 4. 4 generating stations are connected in the circuit, and similarly different substations also connected in this system, like that. So there is a substation 1, substation 2, A and B, and different generating stations, all are interconnected. Same as in ring main system, you can supply the, what is the difference between ring main and this means ring main system is having only one supply and different consumers but connected in through a ring way, whereas in this different suppliers also there, different feeders, G1, G2, G3, G4 and different substations, transmission network, everything will be there. So interconnected system involves all kind of substation and generating stations, distribution systems also. So these are the 3 types of distributions by the nature of the connection: radial system, ring main system, interconnected system. So coming to, according to type of construction, we can see easily. So in populated areas, very highly dense areas like towns and cities, in some places overhead transmission system or distribution system is not possible. In that case, so this type of underground distribution system will be employed. This underground distribution, so all the underground cables will be buried within the earth according to the supply. So later on they will cover up with different materials. And overhead transmission means, overhead transmission or distribution means this is over the towers or over the poles. In streets also we can observe. So conductors will be running over the poles or towers. So this is according to the type of construction, overhead system and underground system, according to type of construction. So these are the different type of classifications in AC and DC distribution system. We discussed regarding nature of the supply. So nature of the supply means we have AC and DC, and again in AC and DC, in AC we have different types, primary, secondary, and DC also 2-wire system and 3-wire system we discussed. In type of connection we discussed 3 types. One is radial, one is radial, and one is interconnected system, and one is ring main system. So this is the type of connection. And type of construction we have overhead transmission line, underground transmission line, overhead transmission line, underground transmission line. So these are the different classifications of the AC and DC distribution system. Thank you.